Well, hey everybody, Don here again. It is a beautiful day, but it is a scorcher. It's about 10 o'clock and it is already almost 90 degrees here in New Hampshire. Humidity is really high, although a nice little breeze picking up, so hopefully that'll blow some of the humidity out of the air. Really too hot to get out and do much today, so I've been working on my kayak last couple of nights, finishing up my setup, so I thought I'd show you what it's all about and then give you my opinion on this type of boat. So check it out. All right, well, here's my boat. It is the Native Watercraft Ultimate 12. This is a 2015 version. I got a fantastic deal on that. It was a demo. Didn't have a scratch on it. All the abuse is mine. Got it for 2/3 of the regular price. So let's take a look at some of the mods. This is my latest addition. I put that on this weekend. This is the GoPro 6, Hero 6. Mounted that on a ram bracket, which will be coming back towards me. Not so much because you want to see my ugly mug, but because when you're fishing solo like I do, it's hard to get good pictures of the fish you catch. So I've got a smart remote that'll hang around my neck, and I'll be able to turn that on and off as required. And looking forward to that improving my content pretty dramatically. So moving on from the front and the GoPro, I have this great cooler. This was made by Native. I ordered this online. This cooler made specifically for this boat, and it's awesome. Soft-sided cooler, but it has got great cold retention. You put a bag of ice in there and a 6-pack of your favorite beverages, soda, water, whatever, and it'll keep it cold all day long. And if you don't want to use it as a cooler, you know, you can use it for dry storage. The zippers are waterproof, and it'll keep anything you want dry, raincoat, whatever. Also nice has this bungee on the top to act as a paddle keeper when you're fighting a fish. Moving back a little bit, this is where I keep my my tackle bag, right there between my feet. It's tethered into the front and it slides right back to the seat, and it's real handy, doesn't get in the way, and works out really well. The other thing I like is these foot brackets. Full-size brackets, super comfortable. I wear the Keen water shoes when I'm in the boat, and they work out really well too. Moving back to the seat. This seat is called the first class seat. It came with the boat. It is super comfortable, but it sits very low. The new FX version has a different seat, very similar, but it's on a bracket that adjusts the height, and you can raise it up a lot higher than that. That one sits pretty much where it is. So what I do, because I like to sit up a little bit higher, is I throw on this floatable PFD. Gets me up about 3 inches higher and gives just a little more cushion to really make for a comfortable day. If you want to get even higher, take this out. The seat folds down, and the back of that seat, that was an accessory that I bought, straps onto the seat frame, and that takes you up basically right to the top of the gunnels, kind of in the canoe position there. And if you want to get up a little bit higher to fish, that's really nice. And then what I'll do is I'll take my my seat cushion and put it back there, and that really gives you a nice lumbar back support. So moving to the back, you know, I put in these rod holders. I think you could save money if you just bought the Ultimate instead of the Ultimate Angler, and then bought the rod holders yourself and put them in. Put my crate in there. That's generally where I keep my lunch bucket. You know, a couple of bottles bottles of Gatorade, a couple bottles of water, and a Yeti ice pack in there, throw in some apples, granola bars, and I'm pretty much good for the day. And then really leaves that open for either dry storage, or you could even use it for if you wanted to throw some ice in it and you wanted to bring some fish home, you could throw them in there and keep them good and cold. I use that Fraybill extendable net, really like that. Keep it on that side because I'm right-handed, and that keeps it out of the way. I generally only take 2 rods with me, and I usually use that rod holder, but if I wanted to take more, I added a couple of rod holders to the crate. And one thing I always like to have with me is a dry towel, so I just threw that in a jumbo Ziploc bag, and then my PFD gets tucked away in the back. If I was ever to flip this thing, which I never have, but I would have this PFD to hang on to until I needed that. But required to have one by law, so I always carry it with me. And that's about it. I mean, the anchor trolley I put on there just recently, and the anchor bracket, and I got one of those best anchors. I'm anxious to try that. I haven't tried that, nor have I tried the front-mounted GoPro. I'm really looking forward to that. Let's see. I have an Aquabound Manta Ray paddle. That's a carbon paddle. I really love that paddle, and that has a paddle keeper right there on the side as well. So, one thing I want to warn you about on this kind of boat, I love this boat. It's an awesome boat. However, as you can tell, it's really more of a canoe than a kayak. I follow quite a few people on YouTube. Probably my favorite fishing channel is a guy, his name is Matt, and his channel is ND Yak Angler. ND as in North Dakota. He's out of Fargo, North Dakota. And if you want to see a channel with some incredible smallmouth fishing action, check out ND Yak Angler. He runs Wilderness Systems, basically the sit-on-top style, and that's a lot better for the situations if you're in a big lake or something. I fish generally small rivers, ponds, and lakes, and bigger lakes on a calm day. But you gotta be careful, because with those the sit-on type, if you take some water over the bow, no problem. It splashes off, runs up the scupper tubes, and you're good to go. You take water over the front of this thing, and it's going to fill up just like a canoe. It's super stable. I mean, it is rock solid as far as stability goes. And as you can see, it's got a tunnel hull, and that's really what makes it stable. That bracket that you see right there, I put that in when I first got it because I car topped it and I needed something to hang on to. You'd think that would be in the way of my feet, but it is not. It doesn't bother me at all. And in fact, when I go to stand up, that really helps me pull myself up into a standing position. So, I'm a big dude. I'm approaching 260, and I have never had a problem with this boat. Standing up in it, I don't do a lot of stand-up fishing, but certainly could. And somebody lighter and more agile than me would have no issues whatsoever. So that's my setup. I love it. Be interested to hear your comments, what you think. What do you think I'm missing? Any ideas on how to customize that better? I'm always looking for input. All right, well, that's a look at my boat. Like I said, it's the Native Watercraft Ultimate 12. I love it. It's been a great boat for me. I've done a lot of improvements to it. I hope going to make my content a lot better. I'm anxious to use the additional GoPro to get some better fishing action, and hopefully content will get a little bit better. Catch a few more fish would be good, right? Let me know what you think about the way I have my boat set up, and if you have any suggestions, do anything differently. Anything I'm missing that you think I should add, I'm always interested in hearing some feedback. And, you know, if you'd subscribe and like, that would be great too. So thanks for watching. Have a great day, and we'll catch you on the water.